Hey folks, pull up a chair by the hearth and welcome to some more Hearthstone Arena. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna play. So, let's buy back in, see how we do. Hopefully well. And we have a choice of Warlock, Druid, or Paladin. I think it's been a while since I've played Paladin, so Paladin it is. Alright, Knife Juggler, Alarm Bot, or Crazed Alchemist. I'm going to go for the Knife Juggler, especially with the Paladin hero ability, which I believe triggers the Knife Juggler and lets me do 1 damage. True Silver Champion, great card. Allows me to potentially trade for 2 other cards and heals me a little bit. Ventricle Mercenary, also a good card. Makes it a little harder to summon other minions, but it's a 7/6 for 5 mana. And then Eye for an Eye is a secret, and it's not a very good card as far as I am concerned, so I think I'll take the True Silver Champion in this case. Arcane Golem could be good if you're rushing down your opponent. Unfortunately, it gives your opponent 1 extra mana crystal, but it's quick burst damage, potentially useful. Cold Light Oracle, not very good at all. Gives everyone 2 cards. I don't want to give my opponent 2 cards for 3 of my mana. So essentially I'm losing out because I'm spending mana to summon a 2/2 and give my opponent 2 cards. Not great. On the other hand, Master Swordsmith could be good. Also could synergize well with my summons because it could buff up my summons. So I'll take the Master Swordsmith. Oasis Snapjaw is alright. It's 2/7. Be great if I was a hunter. Not a hunter. Could be good with Blessing of Kings, makes it a 6/11, so potentially a monster in and of its own right. Thrallmere Farseer, also great with Blessing of Kings because it's 2/3, but if it lives long enough, I can make it a 6/7 and get 2 hits in with it. And then Wind Fury Harpy is just a lot of mana, so I'll take the Thrallmere Farseer. It's also the least amount of mana, and I want to watch my mana curve and curve it around 2 or 3, ideally. Gnomish Inventor gets me a card. Boulder Fist Ogre is just a good card in general. 6 mana, it's a 6/7, it's solid. Nothing to silence, nothing to really do other than polymorph it probably. Noble Sacrifice is a pretty good secret actually, because it deflects my opponent hitting one of my creatures, buys me a turn, potentially kills something of theirs. But I think I'll take the Gnomish Inventor at this point simply for some card draw. Another True Silver Champion, really good. Frostful Warlord's alright. Again, synergizes well with my hero ability of summoning extra creatures. But I think I'll take the Hammer of Wrath, 3 damage plus card draw. So, it's pretty good. Argent Squire is alright. Armani Berserker is okay. Murloc Tidehunter is alright. I'll take the Armani Berserker for 2. Take the Armani Berserker for 2, Jim. Another True Silver Champion, Torn Warrior, Silver Moon Guardian. Definitely taking the True Silver Champion. Dragonling Mechanic is okay. Blessing of Wisdom is great. And Ascension Shield Masta is alright. I'm going to take the Blessing of Wisdom. Maybe I can get some good card draw now. Avenging Wrath is pretty cool. Deal 8 damage split randomly amongst enemy characters. Could wipe the board. Hungry Crab's not great. Better if you're playing against Murloc decks. Can't be guaranteed a Murloc here. In South Sea Captain, your pirates have +1/+1. I'm not going to have pirates. I'm definitely taking the Avenging Wrath. Lust Champion double a minion's attack, which is pretty badass. It's 5 mana. But potentially very useful if I have good cards. I don't really. Unfortunately, Mana Wraith, all minions cost 1 more, it's alright. Or Battlecry, give adjacent minions spell damage +1. I want to take Blessed Champion, but I don't have anything useful to use that on. So I think I'm better off taking something like Mana Wraith. Although I wonder, I think something like plus spell damage would affect Avenging Wrath. So this could potentially buff up 2 other creatures, and then if I could pull this off, this could actually deal 10 damage split. So I'll take the Ancient Mage just to test that theory out. Acolyte of Pain, card draw, pretty good. Oasis Snapjaw or Harvest Golem. I'm going to take the Harvest Golem because I can get good trades for it. Ancient Brewmaster, Youthful Brewmaster, or an eye for an eye. So both Brewmasters allow me to return cards to my hand so I can bounce them back. There's a few cards I wouldn't mind bouncing back. Most notably the Gnomish Inventor, potentially the Ancient Mage. So it's just a matter of which of these Brewmasters do I want. Looking at the mana curve, I think I'll go for the Youthful Brewmaster. Violet Teacher, Stampeding Kodo, or Imp Master. I'm going to take Stampeding Kodo. It's a great card, can destroy things like Imp Master really easily. Repentance, it's a secret when your opponent plays a minion, reduce its health to 1. Silverback Patriarch is a 1/4. Taunt, or a Stone Tusk Boar, which is just a 1/1 charge. I'm going to take Repentance. And if I had Blessing of Kings, or if I had a couple Blessings of Kings, I'd be tempted to take the Stone Tusk Boar for a Boar Blessing of Kings combo in turn 5. Because Blessing of Kings is 4 mana, this is 1. I could make a 5/5 out of it with charge, and that would be pretty powerful. But unfortunately, that's not the case. But I'll take Repentance, but I wouldn't play Repentance until much later in the game when I could get some use out of turning my opponent's minions to 1 health. No point in playing it early because my opponent will just play something around it. Another Blessing of Wisdom, a Noble Sacrifice, or a Nightblade. I think I'm tempted to take Blessing of Wisdom, honestly. But do I want too many cards? Noble Sacrifice could be useful. Yeah, I'll take Noble Sacrifice. Screw it. We'll see what happens. Tauren Warrior, Abusive Sergeant, or Stormwind Knight. I'll take the Abusive Sergeant. Darkscale Healer is alright. Redemption, when one of your minions dies, return to life with 1 health. Or a Novice Engineer. Redemption's great for cards like, well, Gnomish Inventor. Actually, cards with a Death Rattle. So, when I don't have anything good with a Death Rattle. This has a Death Rattle. I'm not sure how it works with Harvest Golem. So, no. Darkscale Healer is just not great, but I think it's the better card in this instance. There's Blessing of Kings. Fairy Dragon Art. One Archer, I'm definitely taking Blessing of Kings. Divine Favor. Very potentially useful. Although I have pretty good card draw, but this allows me to really throw out most of my cards and then use Divine Favor to get up to whatever my opponent has. So I've dealt with this way too many times, so I think I will take it. Ogre Magi, Frost Elemental, or River Crocodile. So I think I'll take the Ogre Magi. Or do I take the Frost Elemental? No. Again, mana curve. I'd rather take something bigger later on. I'll take the Demolisher in this case. Blessing of Might, Argent Protector is great. I'll take that. Another Youthful Brewmaster, Dalaran Mage, or Direwolf Alpha. I'll take the Direwolf again because of my summons. Another Blessing of Kings, most definitely. Boulder Fist Ogre, Ascension Shieldmaster, or Humility. Maybe I'll take the Boulder Fist Ogre. I can spare a little bit of mana there. Basically, eye for an eye. Whenever your hero takes damage, deal that much damage to the enemy hero. Voodoo Doctor or Lace Justice. I might as well take Voodoo Doctor. Venture Co, Fairy Dragon, or Draggling Mechanic. I'll take the Venture Co. Now, Bloodsail Raider. Gain attack equal to the attack of your weapons, and I do have 2 weapons. I have the True Silver Champions here. Acolyte of Pain, potential card gain, or Repentance, which kind of sucks. And I already have one of. So I'm tempted to take the Bloodsail Raider because as much as I want the card draw, I have card draw in the form of Blessing of Wisdom. My thing here, Hammer of Wrath. Where's my Gnomish Inventor, and my Divine Favor. So I have forms of card draw. So another one in the form of Acolyte of Pain, which is not fantastic, 3 mana for a 1/3. Whereas Bloodsail Raider, on the other hand, could potentially give me either a 2/3 for 2, or, more ideally, 6/3. for that. So, and last but not least, Sword of Justice, which is really good, and the Giants, which I like, but I might have to pass up on the Giants. Stick with Blessing of Kings and the True Silver Champions, and go with Sword of Justice because it's really good. So we'll see how we do. Sword of Justice will buff up the minions that I summon. It'll buff up the minions that I play. Throw off my opponent because they're not going to expect to have to deal with minions that have a little bit more damage. Especially things like a mage, which can usually pick off my summons, but now won't be able to. So, we'll see. My mana curve is alright. So,
you asked for it.
And of course we play a mage because there's always a mage. Let's throw these two back. Keep the Armani Berserker. Hopefully I can get other good stuff. Blessing of Kings is pretty good, and Voodoo Doctor is meh. Not great. Of course, Blessing of Kings and Armani Berserker would be great, but I'm probably, if I play Armani Berserker, it'll probably die to something relatively quickly. I'm still going to play it on turn 2. Abusive Sergeant is not terrible, but again, it'll just die to my opponent's hero ability, so there's kind of no point. If I do this, my opponent can't kill it on the first turn unless he coins. I could Abusive Sergeant and potentially kill whatever he puts out there.
Let me think.
But I don't think it's worth it. I could be wrong. I don't think it's worth just getting 2 damage in to trade for something like a Leper Gnome. So here's the problem. If I play this, it'll die to his hero ability on the Leper Gnome. If I play this, it'll die to his hero ability. If I play this, it'll die to his hero ability. If I play both of these, that's okay.
Let me think.
That's kind of a waste of cards. Or I play Blessing of Wisdom on the Leper Gnome and he can't attack with it. Which is not the best way to get rid of that, but it is something. Do I want to play Blessing of Wisdom on that? That's just 2 damage. Yeah. No. Screw it. I'll take out the Leper Gnome, I'll trade that for this. I'll save the Blessing of Wisdom for something bigger than my opponent plays. So, yeah, I knew he was going to do that, and of course, hero ability. So, in the end, that's a better trade for my opponent, but it's not the worst thing in the world. I might as well do this, even if I'm not really going to do anything with it, because now he's just has a choice of hero ability or playing something, or 1 mana and then hero ability, but puts him in a situation where he has to do something. So he's going to coin into 4 mana and play an Ancient Brewmaster. Alright. So I have a few choices here. I could Blessing of Kings on this and just kill the Ancient Brewmaster, which isn't great. I could Abusive Sergeant on this, but that's not going to be enough. Or I could Blessing of Wisdom on that. Hopefully he doesn't have another Brewmaster to bounce it.
Let me think.
I wonder... Yes. Yes. I could kill this in the most clever way. Alright, let's save Blessing of Wisdom. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to buff this up.
Drink with me,
I'm going to bounce this back. I'm going to summon this again and buff that up.
to battle.
How awesome is that?
I'll put it on your head.
Okay, I'm glad I didn't play Blessing of Wisdom. Very happy I didn't end up playing that, because then it would have died. So what we're gonna do is that, and we'll use we'll lose Abusive Sergeant, but we'll do that. And so I don't like the fact that my opponent obviously has more cards. Of course, I have more stuff on the board, but he can clear that.
I've got a hit.
Unfortunately, too easily. Lucky for me, I can also clear this stuff. And you know what? I will play this.
You gotta be kidding me!
This is my responsibility.
And I'll probably draw out if he's got a polymorph or a fireball. This will probably be it. There it is.
Not good, not good.
Not unexpected, but makes my opponent have to deal with that crap.
Reporting for duty.
And I will go ahead and use one right now on that, because why not? And see if he's got another fireball, another polymorph, or something to take that out.
For the crusade!
No. Good.
My shield for Argus.
That's fine. This is going to be good in the not too distant future. As much as I'd love to
To battle.
use Blessing of Wisdom multiple times here. Not Blessing of Wisdom, but Blessing of Kings. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to summon and heal
Someone call for the doctor.
that. And then I will play my Dark Scale Healer. Heal everybody. Now, if he's got a Flame Strike,
will tear you apart.
he'll probably do it soon. But if he doesn't have a Flame Strike, I'm in a alright spot. And even if he does, he can only kill the 2-1 and the 1-1. He can't kill the 4-5 or the 5-5. Of course, they'll be vulnerable, but... So let's see if he's got... He does not have a Flame Strike. That's good. Wonder if he has a Blizzard or a Frost Nova or something to keep my minions stationary. No. Good. This is actually rather good for me. And of course he's buffing up the ghoul, which is slightly annoying. But I wish I want to get rid of my card so I have less than him. I don't think it's going to happen this easily.
Where shall I strike?
Let's kill that. Let's buff this up.
To battle.
And kill that. And I really hope he does not have... I can't cast that on the 5-5 Blessing of Wisdom, that is. I really hope he does not have Flame Strike. Damn it. I should have cast it on the 2-4. I hinged my bets. Alright, well this is where Blessing of Wisdom definitely will come in handy, because we'll probably play everything here. Blessing of Wisdom on that. Play this. Play this.
Does the future hold?
Make it a 3-4. And then give me some cards.
Well played.
So now if he wants to attack me with this tiger, it's gonna cost him. I am outdrawing him by a little, but not enough.
To my command.
Gets me a card.
Whoops.
That Flame Strike really did not help me. Alright, here's what's gonna happen.
For
We're gonna
justice.
kill that so that I can summon Stampeding Kodo, and that'll kill the golem. Unfortunately, it does summon a 2-1. buffs that up though. We'll use that on that. And then I think this is as good a time as any to play Repentance. So that if he... Maybe I shouldn't have killed the tiger. Maybe I could have gotten him to attack with the tiger. Played Noble Sacrifice. The tiger would have... I didn't want to take the chance. There's that annoying polymorph. Alright, so what do I play and in what order? I think I'll play this, turn it into a 5/5. Then I'm willing to play this.
Bring me steel.
Buff it up. Then we'll play the wolf. And we'll play the secret. So I am out of cards. But we'll see. My opponent only has 2 cards, so we'll see what happens. Damn it. Oh, Flame Strike's such BS. And of course he played it right. I lost this one. So I'll do to those Flame Strikes. Thought I played it rather well, but yeah, I've lost, so.
Justice demands retribution.
I'm gonna threaten him, and then, of course, quit. Stupid Flame Strikes. I think he pulled that just at the right moment. So, hopefully the next opponent is not a mage. I got some really good card draw. I got an awesome play there with the Abusive Sergeant. I was very happy about that, but it's not much I can do when my opponent can just wipe the board. And I don't have anything that big. And the big stuff, unfortunately. Yeah. You know what? This is decent. Actually, maybe I'll send that back. Alright, that doesn't help me. The big stuff... This is probably the biggest thing I have, and as far as health goes, and that gets polymorphed or fireballed, so. And I probably could have played it better in certain regards. Yeah, fuck it.
Someone call for the doctor.
I could play that. I could have played it better, I think, as far as using Blessing of Kings on my Gnomish Inventor, so that way everything wouldn't have died to the Flame Strike. But decided against it, and there we are. What are you doing? Alright. Decided to play his weapon and attack that. Obviously, if I put this out there, it'll die to that thing, so I'm gonna put my 1/1 out there, see what my opponent does if he decides to play that or not. Because next turn I can turn this into a 5/5. Easily enough. Good. That's even better for me. It's much better because here we go. Blessing of Kings.
The battle.
If he has Execute, he'll use that probably on this, but hopefully he does not. And then I actually want to get rid of as many cards as I can. I want to use Divine Favor. Yeah, but he used Execute. Oh well. It was a risk I was willing to take. And he's attacking me directly, which is actually rather odd in my opinion. I'm going to save the Bloodsail Raider for now. I'd rather play this, have him hit it with his weapon. I mean the Knife Juggler I'm going to save. Bloodsail Raider I'm going to save probably until I get a weapon. So there's just no point in playing it right now.
Get behind me.
Playing really aggressively, which is fine. Let's go ahead and cast this on that. Then we'll put out Knife Juggler, and we'll summon
Reporting for duty.
a 1/1. And I'm going to end turn. I'm not going to try to kill it because if I want him to attack with it, he might not. And that buys me some time. So if he chooses not to attack, buys me a little bit of time. Alright, so killed one, left one alive. If he does choose to attack, it gets me a card. So it's kind of a sort of a win-win.
Try this.
But he's being very aggressive. Luckily, I can take that out next turn. This won't live if I buff any of those up, so let's not do anything like that. Instead, we'll put this out there and see how he answers. Ogre. He might have another execute, but hopefully he doesn't. Or is he going to hit me directly? I wonder. Yes. Yeah, he can do a lot of damage. But I feel like I need to play this now. Basically. Just so I heal up a little. We'll play this.
It's time for a little blood.
And obviously we're killing that. So I'm in trouble health-wise, but does he have anything to finish me off? He has execute. It's fine. No. Good. That is very good. So now we'll play this. And we'll play this.
You gotta be kidding me!
And I wish I could play Blessing of Kings on this, and I think I will. And this, because that could end up being really buffed up. So. Please hit this. Yes. Thank you. Just made things a lot worse for yourself. Alright, good. Blessing of Kings there.
Reporting for duty.
Who you want to kill?
And all of a sudden, it's a very close game. Now, he could get a weapon and kill me in one turn, of course, but if he can't kill me this turn, I kill him. So, let's see if his aggression is paid off.
Armor made
No.
to fit.
And no. Nope. I'm gonna threaten him.
Demands retribution.
And we get a daily quest there. That was fun. Teach him a little bit about being aggressive. Aggressive is good if you have a way to finish it off. Of course, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's hard to tell. In that case, that didn't work out for him. So, anyway, I'm going to put a break in the video right here, folks. If you guys enjoyed this episode, please hit like, hit subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, my name's Laducia. I appreciate you guys watching. And I hope you tune in next time. Turn in as well, but also tune in. I'll see you guys then. Later.